realise how much speed you carry into that. All right, this is pretty much self-explanatory. Coming round these sections here, and then we come around the top round, and as we look up here, that's the track.
Hello and welcome to Anders Lad and Dad Go-Karting. We are here for round number 6 of Club 100 at Clay Pigeon. That is the start of the pre-final from my dad's phone, and you're about to see the start from the GoPro. Here we are in the pit lane getting prepared nice and ready to go out. We just need to do the handy dandy formation lap to warm your tyres. In front of us is Joseph Baxter getting those tyres warm, and as you can see, getting the tyres warm very important as we come round the final. No, this is the final corner, and we have qualified P9 on the grid, if I remember correctly, and we need to make up some positions from here, and I know we can make up some positions from there, so let's see how it goes. Here we go, John telling everyone slow down, and it's green, and away we go here for the Club 100 round 6 Clay Pigeon. And then we take the inside line here. We've had a good line all the way down the inside. We've got like 4 cars. What position is this? This is something like this is like 5th place, I think, if I can remember correctly. 6th place, sorry, as I've quickly just counted. Here in front we have Logan McAllister, nicely shown by the writing. I can't remember who the other guy is to our right, but I'll try and remember his name, but I can't quite remember. I'll try and remember it towards the end of the video, but he makes a mistake and we come through on the inside, but we have to go up a hill, and we are still side by side here, but Miles, I'm pretty sure Miles is behind me. He bumps me through, so thanks Miles, appreciate it. And here we go then into the chicane. This was my favourite corner on the track. Just absolutely loved it. High speed chicane, turn 1 through the chicane. It was the best sequence of corners. And here we are, Elijah Hazelwood in front of us. Then Logan McAllister, then Max Winfield, then Daniel Clancy, if I remember correctly. Elijah Hazelwood's going to go for a move into the last corner. No, he backs out at the last second. As Elijah's a very good racer. He won here at Clay Pigeon on this weekend, so he's a very experienced racer. As he gets the double switchback on Max Winfield and Logan McAllister. That's a great move from Elijah Hazelwood. He's all the way in the lead. He's done 3 cars in a matter of like 3 corners. That's a brilliant sequence of corners for Elijah Hazelwood, already back up into the lead. And in front of us we have Logan McAllister, the championship leader. Here we are running in P5, and we need to get higher than this. I have a battle for 5th in the championship right now. I think I am 5th at the moment, so if I need to finish there, I need to just get as many positions as I possibly can. As we're going to go for a switchback on Logan, but that doesn't really work because Logan's just a lot lighter than me. Well, I say a lot lighter, there is a weight limit, isn't there, that we're all up to, but I am 5 kilograms over that weight limit. There we are, Max Winfield. Max cuts across us there very aggressively. And who's this? He's back down our inside. He's going to defend us again. I remember that. I checked the inside, but I didn't fancy it. Are we going to go for it? No, we're going to wait. Are we going to go for it into the last corner? No, I reckon it's just too early. He makes another mistake. It's a pinpoint copycat move there from me, as I think we're getting pushed through by Miles again. We are, if I remember correctly, we got pushed through by Miles, so that is a copycat move from the one we made just a few laps earlier. As there you can see we all ride the curb. Well, you can't see it on my car, but I do ride the curb there, I promise. As there's a battle for 3rd here, as you can see, Elijah Hazelwood and Logan McAllister have skyrocketed into the distance. They're gone. I think that's going to be a battle between them, because once that slipstream's broken and you've got 2 cars or 3 cars just appearing off into the distance, that's when it kind of gets point where they're gone, focus on who's in front of you. Or if you're the front of that pack, focus on who's behind you. And is that Max? Max goes a little bit wide. We knock him through, and we knock Daniel Clancy through, and now we get a good run on Max onto the straight, but we're not getting the toe. Like I said, that 5 kilogram of extra weight, it does not help me. As you can see out the hairpins, they just gain a little bit out of the hairpins. It's not too much, but it's enough to really hurt my lap times in qualifying sessions and all that. So to be in a top 5 championship battle with being 5 kilogram overweight, I don't know if anyone's done that in the Club 100 cadets, because it matters more in cadets because the carts are slower. You need to have those engine revs high. As we're going to go for a double switchback, but Max gets a decent exit, so we can't get it on Max, but we do get the switchback on Daniel Clancy. That is up into 4th place, and now Max, you can see he's getting better runs out the corners because of the weight difference. And I don't, that might be racing line, you know, it could be the racing line, but I do feel like most of it is part to the weight difference. And you can see right in the distance, I don't remember this battle, but apparently it's a good battle according to the text, so I'll believe it. But you can see in the distance there, Logan McAllister and Elijah Hazelwood just battling it out for the lead. Battle, battle, battle. And now we're going to go for the attack on Max Winfield. Can we get a switchback? We can get a switchback. We're going to go through into the podium position. This might be one of the first times I have been on a podium in chance of a podium for a long time, because I've been wanting a podium all season, and I've been unlucky here and there, you know. Not clay pigeon, that's where we are now. Lid was the closest I've been to a win and a podium, so it was really heartbreaking at Lid getting that penalty in the pre-final, but as some would say, it's deserved. I still haven't made my mind up on it, but maybe it was deserved, you know. But anyway, back to the race here, as we're gonna go through the chicane. Such a great sequence of corners. That chicane in the juniors must be a brilliant corner to take, as we are falling under attack and under pressure here from, if I believe it's Max Winfield, Miles Harrison and Daniel Clancy behind me. We are really under pressure. And down the straight, this is where most of the overtaking gets done into turn 1. Can we hold them all off here? As we're going to go all the way we're going to take the outside line there, so we can have an inside line here, and we brake, but I think it's not enough, as there goes Max Winfield and there goes Miles Harrison. Miles started this race on the second to back row, so Miles has had a brilliant race to come back here. But I know Miles can always come back. Miles can come back whenever he needs to. And Miles has got that switchback done. That's a great move by Miles to get that switchback done. Max is going to come back at him though. Can we make an overtake? No, just a bit too far back. We were closer there. Could have maybe got the move done, but you can see here. You can see that, you know, we're pushing Max through on Miles, and we're going to follow Max. We brake early so we can take the inside, but I feel like Miles might have just got on the inside of me. No, we managed to keep that position. Miles goes down 2 positions. That's how deadly and powerful the slipstream is around here at Clay Pigeon. You really want the slipstream down that main straight, because then you're more than likely to make a move, whether it's down the inside or with a switchback. So you really want the slipstream down the main straight. It's not the longest lap in the world, 43-second lap. It's not the longest lap I've seen, but it's not the shortest either. I've seen shorter, like Hooton Park will be a lot shorter when it's on the calendar next year. As we go down the inside of Max Winfield, have we got that move complete? I think we've been switchbacked though. No, we haven't. We've kept that move, but through goes Miles, unfortunately. So that's not great, but we're going to get in the toe of Miles, and me and Miles are going to try to pull away. Me and Miles talked about this before the race. If we're next to each other, me, him, and João Gabriel Castro, who's a bit further back, but not too far back if I remember correctly. We talked about this in our kind of pre-conversation before the pre-final. And you can see Miles is just telling me, let's go, we do not want to be battling. And look at the power of the slipstream there. When you get to the end of the straight, that power of the slipstream really comes into play. And you can see it's unbeatable, really. I can't even speak, it's that powerful. It's unbelievable how powerful it is. We're going alongside Miles. I don't know why I was doing this. I did want to work with him, so I don't know why I'm looking for an overtake. We should be going and trying to get after the leaders, and I would take a fourth place start here. I would very much take a fourth place start, considering where I started in P9. Me and Miles have both had a pretty good race, and you can see battering him along the straight. You know, we are really trying to push here to catch the leaders of Elijah Hazelwood and Logan McAllister, but I think our efforts will get no reward for this effort, because it's just, I don't see us catching them with the amount of gap that Logan and Elijah Hazelwood have. You know, they've built possibly a 10-second to a 12 to 15 second gap on me, Miles and Max and Daniel Clancy, so the probability of catching them within a matter of 4 laps is probably not really, it's not in our favour. That's what we can say. Max goes down our inside. We left the door open there. Clearly, I didn't expect Max to go down the inside, but I just remembered it is the last lap, I think, so people will be going for a lot. We're going to take the racing line and try and get the better exit on Max, and Max will want to attack Miles though. We are going to try and follow Max through. Max gets that move done. Oh, we've been done on the final corner. That is not what you want, and we're going to come across the line here to finish P6 from P4 on the start of the lap. That's not what I would have hoped for, but it doesn't really matter, you know, that stuff happens. You don't always get what you hope for, but you've got to try again until eventually you do get what you hope for. And here we are for the A final. Now, I think this is where I am going to end my commentary, and I'm going to let you watch the A final on your own, because there's not much to commentate. It's more just me kind of putting in laps. You'll see why. I'll commentate the start, and then I'll probably leave it there. So here we go, round the second hairpin now, round the last corner onto the main straight. Miles Harrison in front of me, then Logan McAllister, and then Elijah Hazelwood. Me and Miles third and fifth after Max Winfield gets a penalty for a bump on Miles at the end of on the last lap. So Miles gets down the inside of Logan, but he doesn't really get down the inside. As we get down the inside, we're free of pressed into the chicane. It's not going to work, and the car on the left doesn't yield, so we end up down in P5 as we're defending from, I can't remember the guy's name behind me. It's a very hard last name, so I'm not going to try and pronounce it and make a fool of myself. But in front we have JG Castro. If you watch the lid live stream, you'd know we don't have the best we don't have the best chemistry, but in the end it's just like me and Blake. Me and Blake had a fight Daytona Tamworth, and we didn't like each other, but now we do like each other. And this is from the pre-final, I think, as we are under attack from Miles and Max in third. And this is now green flag, and it's just doing laps to the end, really. JG Castro and Miles and Max Winfield all pulled away from me on the yellows, which you're not allowed, you're not allowed to do that, but it is what it is. And it's, yeah, like the thing says, it's just a bit of a lonely race, this. I I was hoping for a podium coming to Clay this weekend, but we're not going to get the podium, unfortunately. But it will be a solid 5th place, which matches my best finish of the season, so I can't really be mad about that. And there you are, as you can see, P5, checker flag on the digiboard, P5 in the A final. It is what it was, but I wasn't happy at the time. But now I look back and think, not really much I could have done. I was sabotaged. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that Clay Pigeon Club 100 video, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.